Told you I would. I'm now visiting with Matt Epting with Lawyers for Children here at Elemental Coffee. While people get on here, I will just point out, I'll just point out this is where all the do-gooders hang out, isn't it?
Apparently, yeah.
First of all, you've got offices near here, don't you?
Yes, just a block away over there at the Oklahoma City University School of Law.
And that's been a great addition to this neighborhood, hasn't it?
It really, really has been. We were at a different location before. It's been wonderful to be just right here in the heart of Oklahoma City. We interact a lot with the law students and the faculty now, so it's been a great, great opportunity for us to move down here.
You know, sometimes in my weekly live chats, people ask, okay, where are all the law students hanging out? Are they being seen? So where are they hanging out? Have you figured that out?
Well, they just came back to school this past week, or the week before last. So mostly they've been hanging out in class.
Okay.
But I think downtown, midtown areas, it's a great location. A lot of places for law students to hang out. So
Elemental Coffee is probably one of those places.
Definitely. There's a great cafe in the law school building, though.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I had a salad there a couple days ago that was pretty top-notch. So
okay, I'll check that out.
Definitely.
So, okay, we got a few people with us now. Let's talk about Lawyers for Children. It's another one of these incredible nonprofits that you don't hear a lot about. It's been around a while, and it's doing some really great work. When did it start up, and what does it do?
So we were founded in 1998, and so we are the only nonprofit dedicated to providing pro bono legal representation to abused and neglected children in Oklahoma County. So we recruit and train volunteer attorneys who really generously donate their time representing kids in really difficult and sometimes very tragic situations involving abuse and neglect, and we try to get them expediently through the legal system so they're in a safe and healthy environment. And so every year our volunteer attorneys donate about $4.1 million worth of legal services to children, but our budget is only about $290,000 a year, so we're really, for every dollar donated, it's about 17 times as much in legal services returned to the community.
So it's a real sweat equity operation.
It really is. We rely so heavily on our volunteers. We have incredible volunteers. The legal community in Oklahoma City is wonderful, and they really help us out a lot, help out the kids here in the county.
Are there a couple of examples you can provide without, invading anyone's privacy, at the kind of work you guys do?
Actually, our president and CEO, she represented a child who was in a really tough situation and went through the court system, and she was her attorney. And once she kind of got through the legal system, she kept in touch with her the whole time, because a lot of times our attorneys will build relationships with their clients, and has helped her find a job. She's now aged out into the foster care system, so our president CEO, she helped this child find a job, and even sometimes has her come around the office to volunteer, so I've met her, and that's just one of many examples of kids where our attorneys form bonds with them. It's more than just filing motions and paperwork, it's really just providing them hope and getting them to a better situation.
That's the thing with a lot of kids, especially those who are teenagers in foster care. They often don't have the safety net or advocates that all of us take for granted.
Exactly. In fact, this fall we're starting up a mentoring program geared towards teaching practical life skills to a lot of our clients, because kids who are in the foster care system, particularly teenagers, aren't learning those skills we take for granted, like how to open a bank account, how to put together a resume. So we want to create a mentoring program that will link experienced adults with these foster kids and make sure they are equipped to age out of the system and enter adulthood.
Give us an example of a legal action that your organization helps out on behalf of these kids.
So whenever a child is picked up and taken into DHS custody, what's done the very next day is they'll have an emergency show cause hearing, so where there'll be representation from the parents and then the DA, and then under Oklahoma law, every single child has to be appointed their own attorney. And so in 100% of these initial show cause hearings, our volunteer attorneys represent the child. So that's the biggest way. So that's nearly 3,000 children a year that we defend, which is a lot of work and a lot of service, but unfortunately it just shows that unfortunately there are nearly 3,000 kids a year that are being picked up in Oklahoma County.
What would happen to these kids if your organization wasn't there to provide this representation? Is it just the legal defense, or?
Some areas we use legal aid for that kind of thing. Sometimes they'll pay for contract attorneys, but in Oklahoma County, they work exclusively with us for that initial hearing.
Because public defender's office is already full up. I mean, like, continuously.
And the juvenile public defenders defend a lot of the kids if a deprived case is open. So if they have to go through further proceedings, we will represent the child in those further proceedings. In most states, there's a conflict with the public defender's office. So if the parents have been defended by a public defender anywhere in the state, there's a conflict of interest with the juvenile public defenders under Oklahoma law. So we will defend the child in those conflict cases.
Wow. For those attorneys out there who see this and want to help out, do you have a website they can visit?
Yes, so our kind of nickname is OLFC, so it's just olfc.org. And on Twitter, you can follow Steve on Twitter, and Steve's mentioned us. And on Facebook as well, Oklahoma Lawyers for Children. We're really excited, though. In a couple days, we'll be here at H&A, right here at the Elemental parking lot.
Talk about that.
We're the featured nonprofit for the month of August. So H&A, of course, huge food truck festival here in Oklahoma City. They really generously selected us as their featured nonprofit. So we're going to be out here. It's going to be a hot day, so we'll have a dunk tank. We're going to have doggy pools, because there's obviously lots of dogs that come out to H&A. We're going to be giving away, I have one of these koozies we'll be giving away with some water bottles.
There we go.
Yeah, to keep people cool and also just spread the word about what we do. So we're really, really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. We want to engage with as many people as possible, talk about what we're doing and what we have coming up this fall.
Okay, one more time, I'm doing it at the end of each broadcast. Your website address?
Is olfc.org.
All right. Thanks.